Hello, everybody. How is everybody today? I am excited to connect with you because by the time you see this, I'm recording this video on Wednesday night, but it is going to go up on Thursday, which is my birthday. And so I'm so excited to get to start this new year of my life connecting with you guys. And it has been a hot minute since I have gone live on my social media. And I just want to kind of talk about how to make a comeback. So this is what our video is going to be talking about today, how to make a comeback. And I'm going to be sharing just very personal things from my heart. And especially when this relates to any goal that you've been working on in which you have just experienced falling off the wagon, having to get back on. And, we've all been there, right? And especially, those in my community who are mompreneurs and just any busy mom who has ambitions and dreams aside from motherhood. We are busy women. And, juggling all that we juggle is not easy. And chasing those goals while we're chasing those toddlers is not easy either. But here we are. We are doing it. We are doing the things. So I want to talk about how to make a comeback. But first, I want to just kind of share why I decided to do this video. And over the past, I used to go live like every single day. Well, not on the weekends, but Monday through Friday, I did live videos all the time. And it was something that I was very dedicated to as part of my business. And if you're not familiar with my business, I'm a life coach, and I specialize in helping moms who are very ambitious women, but who feel stuck to move beyond trauma. And I have lots of clients who come to me with lots of, just different things. And we get to the root. We get to the root of what's keeping you stuck, in the same patterns, and we get you going in the right direction. Okay. So that's my heart. That's where I feel called to serve. But one part of my business, the way that I serve is by providing lots and lots of live video content. And I had kind of backed off from that for a little while, and I'd really missed doing it, but this is what was going on with me. So I am right now knee deep in a huge, massive project that I'm not going to give any details about today, but it's going to come your way this summer. I'm a new program that I'm creating. So there's that. And to be quite honest, I was feeling really overwhelmed just between my regular job of teaching, my 6 kids, all of my, just regular real world responsibilities, and just feeling really tired, really run down. And, that happens to all of us. And I just had to look at my life and choose some things to back off from. And I really did not want to back off from providing blog content, for providing video content, from providing all these free resources that helps people that I know and love to grow, that helps you and my people in my community, in my Facebook community, to grow and to be the best versions of themselves and to crush their goals. That was not something that I really wanted to do, but at the time, I was dealing with a lot. I'm just being totally, totally upfront and honest. I was dealing with a lot of different things, and I had to pivot. So I walked back in February. I walked away from doing live video, and I knew it was only going to be temporary. I knew this was not something that was going to be forever. I didn't think it would last a whole 2 months, but I had to pick some priorities at that time in my life. So that led me to creating this first video on my birthday, how to make a comeback. Because that is my goal, is to make a comeback into making these live videos every day to serve all of you and to share with all of you just sharing from my heart, what's worked for me for getting unstuck, all of my secrets, all of my hacks, my story, and so that I can serve you better. And so what I want to say, though, is if this is resonating with you, if you have been working towards a goal and just really feeling like you're crushing it, and then you're experiencing some burnout, which I was definitely experiencing some burnout, or maybe you've just made some mistakes and you have fallen off the horse. You know what? It is never too late to just get up and get back on that horse. So if that is you, I encourage you, whatever habit you have dropped off from doing, whatever thing that you were doing to better yourself that you are no longer doing, just pick it up today. Just do it for a little bit, because even just having a small win can go a long way towards your long-term success, because you don't have to pick up exactly where you left off. Start small and build sustainability, okay? But, especially if it's something that you might feel like, oh gosh, what are people going to think of me? Are they going to think less of me because I stopped doing that thing? And maybe you had people holding you accountable. Maybe you had people that were there for the experience, people that you were serving that you may feel like, oh gosh, I let them down. Okay, this is my advice to you. If this is you, if you're like, hey, Jordan, that is so me, I've got some little things I want to share with you. So the first one is, I want you to be the real you. Okay, that is number one. Be the real you. Be honest. This goes hand in hand. Be the real you and be honest. Just, like I'm doing right now, just tell people, the people that you let down, the people who were holding you accountable, that wondered where you went, just tell them what happened. Be honest. And by doing that, you're creating a space where other people can be vulnerable, can be honest, can be themselves. And that is authentic community right there. And I think that's just important for all of us. And so other than being honest, being the real you, just showing up authentically as who you are, as the truest version of yourself, I want you to reflect on your why. Because for me, a lot of times when I have had this experience, not just right now, but when I have wanted to restart a habit that was a good habit, a habit that I should have kept going, but I dropped the ball on, and I just got out of the habit and it all went kaput. When I've had that experience, one fear that I had was, well, I don't want to start doing it again for fear of failure, that I'll burn out again, that I will fall off the wagon again. And I just didn't know if I had the stamina or the resilience to keep it going every single day, if it was a habit that I was building daily. And I just think that our success is in our habits. But I was afraid to restart because I was afraid that I'd fail again. So I think that one important tool for us to use, if you're in this position, if this resonates with you, is reflecting on your why. So this is going to take a few minutes. This might take some time. This might take, you need to allot some time. But I think you just need to sit down with your journal and write down, why did you start doing this in the first place, and what is your end goal? You need to be reminded of those things. You need to have those things visual so that you can see them and be reminded of them when things get hard. And you need to be reminded not only of what you're trying to achieve, but what is your intrinsic motivation? What's your real why? For example, if it's eating healthy and exercising, why? Why is that important to you? What is in your deepest heart of hearts? What is important? Why is that important to you? For me, eating healthy and exercising is a habit that I am trying to build consistency with. And my why for eating healthy and exercising is, I want to have an active role in my family's life when I'm an old person. At an old age, I still want to have an active role in my family's life. And I know that if I'm right now in my 30s, building those habits is going to help that to happen. If I'm not building those habits, I may shorten my life expectancy. I may be, dealing with sickness or, different things when I'm at an old age, and I may not be able to get in the floor and play with my grandkids or be able to just go out and do what I want to do. So that's my intrinsic why. What is your why? What is your goal first? I want to hear in the comments, what is your goal? And then I want you to tell me, what is your why behind that goal? Okay? So I just really want you to get really raw and intentional and start getting clear on your why and go from there. And create goals that are sustainable. It's so much more important to build sustainability and consistency than it is to just try to rush through the process. And that's one thing I've learned, is I have had to back off from doing some things in my business so that I could kind of recalibrate other things. And so I could figure out what is sustainable in my business and what I can keep, what is the most important thing that I can keep going for my long-term success and for the success of those whom I serve. So, last thing I want to tell you, I have two final things I want to tell you. Number one, this is super big. So, last summer, you may have seen that I did July 8th and 9th. I can't remember if it was July 8th and 9th or 9th and 10th. Sometime in July, I did the Mom So Hard virtual conference. We had 11 amazing speakers, and it was lit. Let me tell you, it was an amazing conference. I loved it. I had so much fun. So many of you gave me so much feedback that conference was so meaningful to you. Well, it is coming back. We are having the second annual Mom So Hard conference, June 3rd and 4th, and I am booking some amazing speakers that you're going to absolutely love. The theme of this year's conference is overcoming hardship on the path to success. You're not going to want to miss it. If you have been through stuff, you need to watch this conference. If you're going through something right now, you need to watch this conference because there are going to be so many valuable gold nuggets for you in this conference. So it's going to be Friday night, June 3rd from 5 to 8, and then Saturday, June 4th from 9 to 5. It's going to be amazing. I can't wait. And finally, my one last thing is, if you are not a member of my private Facebook community, Survival Mode to Successful Moms Moving Beyond Trauma, that is the place where you need to be. And I just hope you will reach out to me and join. And I want to get to know you. I want to know your story. I want to know how I can serve you. And so I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.